Well, the Israeli army orders Palestinian protesters to evacuate their camps in East Jerusalem, Al-Quds, where Tel Aviv is planning to build new settlements. Now, Palestinian activists say that the Israeli soldiers have threatened to use force if they do not evacuate the camps as soon as possible. On Friday, activists installed dozens of tents in the area known as E1 to protest against an Israeli decision to build thousands of settler units in the region. Now, the activists say they will not evacuate and will continue to defend the area at any price. Israel decided to develop E1 after the UN upgraded the Palestinian status to a non-member observer state on November the 29th. The decision has sparked international outcry. Well, let's switch over to Belfast. We're joined by author and Middle East expert, Mr. Saib Shah. Thank you so much for being with us. Do you think, Mr. Shah, that it will make a difference? We've seen now these Palestinians and some international activists setting up camp and protesting the expansion of these settlements. Will it make a difference to Israel? And if not, what will it take for Israel to abide by UN law?
It's a new development. It's a new type of resistance,
which is they are using the passive resistance to build camps now and tents, brick-like villages like Bab el-Shams village, Gate to the Sun village. This kind of resistance is aimed at attracting the international attention more than anything else. To be honest here, since the international community slammed such expansion in that area. This area, if they build in it, it will split the area in the West Bank into two, and will definitely annex totally Jerusalem and its areas to the Zionist entity. And the plan is to deny the Palestinians will be able to build their own state or entity, the two-state solution in here. And that is not new after what, as you said in your report, of the United Nations recognition of the non-member state of Palestine. No, it's been the ideology and the plans of Likud party, the Zionist ruling party in there for a long time, to create the one-state solution, a Zionist state in all Palestine, and to cleanse most of the Palestinians out to Jordan. There is a talks between the Zionists and the Jordanian about confederation with the Palestinians, and the Palestinians entertaining the idea. So it's part of a bigger plan, and I can see there is some Palestinians leaderships entertaining the idea, and the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank always called they will stop any intifada coming or any military kind of resistance toward the occupation. The only kind of resistance they will allow such passive resistance, which we can see. I welcome that kind of development myself, but that doesn't mean it's the only kind of resistance the Palestinians have to use. The Palestinians have the right to use all kinds of resistance and struggles against the occupation of their land.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us out of Belfast, author and Middle East expert, Mr. Saib Shah.